What's good, YouTube? Swiftly here, back with another NBA 2K25 video, and in today's video I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys, as you can see on your screen. In today's episode we are going to be making a two-way inside-out point center. So with that being said, let's jump into the build. Now obviously you have to make this build at the center position to get the name point center, otherwise you will get a different name. I went 6'10 on the height, 250 on the weight, and 7'2 on the wingspan. Obviously you could tweak these to your liking. And then for the attributes, I went 78 on the close shot, getting us that silver float game or whatever, and bronze paint prodigy. For the layup, I went 88 on the layup, and that's gonna get silver layup mix master along with gold float game. So obviously we had silver with the close shot, but 88 layup will get you gold. And then we're also going to have some physical finisher as well on our build because of the strength. Drive and dunk, I went with just the 59, which is just enough to dunk the ball off of the pick and roll and whatnot, you know, making us a little bit, you know, more valuable. And then we also have the 88 driving layup, so when you don't get a dunking animation, you get pulled out of your dunk or whatever, you're still going to have that 88 driving layup, a 78 close shot, and you're also going to have physical finisher, so you're gonna still make those layups even when you get pulled out of the dunk, because you're not gonna have that great of dunk animations. But even when you do get pulled out of those dunk animations, you should still be able to finish down low. Then for the standing dunk, I have a 54 on the standing dunk, which obviously we try to reach that 40-45 threshold for those standing dunk animations. So we have well above that, so we'll definitely be able to have some standing dunks. And then I just threw 56 on the post control because that's what I had left over. Then for the mid-range, we do have a 71 on the midi, and then we have an 81 on the 3-ball, getting us bronze Deadeye and silver set shot specialist. And we'll also have a shifty shooter as well. For the free throw, I just went with a 70, which is enough for the park players. For my rec players, obviously you can pull your attributes down somewhere else. Maybe your post control, maybe your standing dunk, you could take away from one of those. Maybe go 55 post and like 50 standing dunk, or you could go 54 standing dunk and just go 50 post control and just throw that into your free throw, so you have a higher free throw. But for my park players, you know, you're not going to really be using your free throw too much, so you don't even have to worry about that. You can leave that at a 70, you know, at a minimum. For the playmaking, we do have a 92 on the pass accuracy, getting us silver bailout, gold break starter, silver versatile visionary, and Hall of Fame dimer. And then for the ball handle, we do have a 78 on the ball handle, getting us unpluckable, ankle assassin, and handles for days on bronze, as well as strong handle. I believe we should have Hall of Fame strong handle on this build as well too. And then for the speed with ball, I just went with a 65. But you know, we try to reach that 55 threshold for that Jokic dribble style, which is like really the best dribble style for like bigger builds. But we do have a 65 with the speed with ball. Then for the defense, we do have a 92 on the interior defense. So yeah, you are a little undersized at 6'10", but we're going to be able to make up with that for having a little bit of speed. We're going to have vertical. We're going to have high strength on this build too. And we're also going to have high interior defense. So don't worry too much about being on the shorter side, because you will have high interior defense and you will have block on this build. So you will be able to get some stops down low. We also have a 73 on the perimeter defense, which is going to get us bronze challenger, is going to get us a movable enforcer. Also, we're going to have off-ball pest as well on this build too. And then, of course, you know, we reached that 60 threshold for that bronze interceptor, so we could just play the passing lanes. Obviously, we only need a 60 just for bronze interceptor. We're not looking to be, you know, ripping people and getting plucks or anything like that, or teleporting across the court for steals. We just need enough of a steal and bronze interceptor so that we can get those passing lanes. When they try to dump the ball down to the center, we'll be able to play those passing lanes. We'll be able to pick off those alley-oops and whatnot because of that interceptor badge. So that's why we only reach that 60 for the threshold for that badge. And then finally, we have an 84 on the block, which is going to get us silver paint controller on our build as well too. Moving on, we have the rebounding. We have a 60 on the offensive board, and then we have an 85 on the defensive rebound. Now normally I would tell you guys that's a little bit low. I try to reach a 92 at a minimum, but you know, rebounding is kind of weird this year, where even though the higher your rebound, the better, you know, your rebounding is going to be. This year it seems to be like dudes with like 60, 65, even 70 rebound are able to rebound as long as you have the badge and as long as you have good positioning. I'm a firm believer in positioning and stick skill over just pure attributes and badges. I'm playing lockdown defense on the perimeter with the 54 perimeter. The only time I get scored on is when dudes rim run me, which perimeter defense is going to help with dudes rim running and scoring layups and dunks. And when dudes cherry pick, those are the only times people really score on me on the ice. So I'm pretty good with just a 54 perimeter. You don't really need crazy high perimeter defense to play lockdown defense in this game. I'm a firm believer that even when it comes to rebounding, you don't need crazy high rebounding. So 85 is like the absolute minimum, personally, that I would go. You can go 80, just for that silver. But personally, 85, like the badge in conjunction with the attribute rating, 85 with silver, it's not bad. You could go up to 90 as well too, but personally 85 I think is like really where you want to be. Like as a primary rebounder, you don't want to be anything below this. Anything below this and you're probably going to be getting, torched on the boards if you go up against somebody that's really good and they have good positioning. So that's why I went 85, 60. But if you don't feel comfortable with this, you can take like maybe from your perimeter defense, maybe go down to like 71 just for a challenger. And then, like, I don't know, maybe go down on the speed with ball or something like that, or free throw and, like, post control. And then you can throw that into your defensive rebound to get that higher. But that's just what I would do if you felt not comfortable with an 85. Moving on, we have our physicals, which we do have a 70 on the speed. We have a 67 maxed out on the agility. We have a 91 on the strength. And then finally we have like a 73 or 74. Yeah, 74 vertical. So 70 speed is going to give us that silver high flying denier along with that silver paint patroller and pogo stick. The agility is going to help get us that bronze shifty shooter. Then we also have that 91 strength getting gold box out beast, gold brick wall. We're also going to have silver physical finisher like I told you guys earlier with that 88 layup. So when we get pulled out of dunks, we will be able to finish down low. We also have silver immovable enforcer on the perimeter when you do have to match out there with a guard or something like that on the switch on the pick and rolls. You also have gold post lockdown. So even at 6'10", you aren't going to just be getting baby left and right. And then you also have Hall of Fame strong handle. So with that 78 ball handle at 6'10", you will be able to take your matchup off the dribble. And you got to remember, most centers aren't running around with high perimeter defense. You do have a high, pretty decent. I'm not even going to say pretty decent. You're going to have a high perimeter defense for a center build, because most centers are out here with like a 50, 60 at the most perimeter defense. Most of them are running with just no perimeter defense at all, like a 40 something. But you're going to have a 73 with immovable enforcer and bronze challenger. So even on no switch on the pick and roll, not only will you be able to have good contest with bronze challenger, but you'll be able to guard whoever's on the perimeter, because you're going to have silver immovable enforcer. They're not going to just be able to just push you out the way and move you out the way and get to the rim. And if they do, you still have a 92 interior defense and an 84 block, with paint patroller and high flying denier. So it's not like you're just going to be a pipsqueak in the paint or something. You're going to be able to play inside and out. You're going to be able to play on those screens, switches, and whatnot too, because you do have a 70 speed with the 67 agility. You're not going to be like quicksand in the mud or anything like that. You're going to have decent speed, agility, and strength for, a center. And then, of course, when we create our build, we see the shades up. We see Chet Holmgren. We see Bam Adebayo. And we see, shockingly, Chris Bosh, which I'm kind of shocked to see Chris Bosh's name up there. But, yeah, man, we have built a two-way inside-out point center. So there you have it. This is my two-way inside-out point center build for NBA 2K25. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K25 content. I'm out, y'all. Peace.